Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for 3 p.m. Eastern, 11 November 11th, 2019. 11/11. Understand that energies and frequencies are part of all of us. Such as you have a planet, Mercury, that appears to go in reverse. Mercury as an entity is a sentient being and has a God within. So it affects us all because we're part of it. See? Something has a very difficult time affecting you if it's not a part of you. It's external, and it's not attached. It's not connected. We are all connected in the golden ocean. We're all connected. We're all part of all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. So, it depends on what each and every one of us believe. It's what we, it depends on what we believe is what we create. And understand that. So, the frequencies and energies of the various planets, remember, they house gods within them, the spirit, their essence. Their physical bodies are the planet itself. So this is why we have so much connection with the planets, because they are part of us and we're part of them. So I guess you can't really say that you're any civilization can say, this is my home planet. It is because they believe that this is where they came from, so they call it their home. But you know where our home truly is? It's in the higher frequencies of the kingdom of God. That's where our home is. We temporarily position ourselves in physical forms to experience. And that's what we do. We experience. And there's always, if you understand, there's always some form of energetic frequency transition. Always. There's always some form of change. And this is what the civilization of this planet is experiencing, great change. And the only reason that it is experiencing this great change is because of the fact that it has become conscious enough where it is not bicameral, where it is actually conscious. And as a conscious energy and frequency, we are able to choose our direction. We're able to choose our direction. So if you understand how much power each and every one of you are, if you intend, or when you intend, to change something. Let's say that the civilization, there's enough of us who are aware and awake enough, where we say, you know what? We would finally like to be able to interact, meet with, say, the Pleiadians, Syrians, Andromedans, many different avenues, many different civilizations. And this is this transition. It is the awareness of the civilization of this planet which literally lifts the vibrational frequency, which is happening, to open the doors for some different civilizations, off-worlders, to come in and start interacting with us. They cannot until we become conscious enough where we actually make a major shift. And the major shift is consciousness, and it's awareness. That the showtime, if you will, that has distracted us for many millennia is no longer of interest to many of us. And it is not through hatred, anger, aggression, blood spill, three-dimensional activity. If you immerse yourself in three-dimensional activity, which we all know what it is, I think everybody on this line that are participating in this meditation today would know that we're looking at why would we participate in a three-dimensional action which would pull us into a low frequency in that action. And if that action is aggressive, destructive, defaming, debilitating, filled with anger, hatred, revenge, is just not the way. It isn't the way. Sure, maybe some progression could be made in certain areas, but you're feeding the very thing that you no longer wish to participate with. Understand that. Everything on this planet we keep in operation. Understand that. Everything that each and every one of us give our attention to, keep it active. Now, it may not seem that way. It may not seem that way. But in reality, and in conscious existence, it is. It is. So that's why sometimes I say be mindful of what you think, what you intend. Because a lot of us will say, well, we just don't think about it consciously. We don't, through the heart mind, we don't say, oh, well, I shouldn't have said that because I'm creating something, or I created something that I'm not aware of, which was out of anger, frustration, exasperation, any of those things. So when we realize that these energy frequencies, and they're all frequencies, everything, you will begin to understand is that if this civilization collectively comes together, and I believe it will, I mean on a much more greater scale than the 27 million odd that we have right now, that have elected to participate, that we collectively it keeps expanding and expanding and expanding. This isn't a one-hit thing. You ever notice that there's so many things that are stated that everybody must come together for this one hit, this big push, okay? And understand something, that being in meditation is being in peace and is being in stillness. Being in meditation elevates you above all of this. It literally lifts you out of all of these low frequencies. It stills the mind. And believe me, it is not about all of the others around you. It is about you. It is about you and your clarity and the love that you have for yourself and the intimate relationship that you have with the kingdom of God. Source creation. The love that we are. And that's the only thing that's going to transform this planet. It's the only thing. Everything else has been tried tirelessly over and over and over again. Many of you have researched it and have understood that. It is futile to participate in a three-dimensional frequency and thinking and believing that in three-dimensional frequency, in the lower matter survival energies and frequencies, that you can shift it. You can't. It starts with each and every one of us within. It starts with the ego being literally placed on retirement. If you, in the event that we all don't realize this, but as we traverse this planet and we go about our directions, all different, seems like we're all on different paths, but we all end up on the same journey. And we're all together. So you may be thinking that you're walking alone, but you're actually walking with all of us. You see? And the wonderful job that the creatures have done to the civilization is that they have literally convinced us that we are separate from the God in the heaven, which is up there, when the God all along has been within us. And I know I say this a lot, but it can never be said too much. So, 1111, breakthrough, major breakthrough for the civilization. The breakthrough is within you. The breakthrough is discovering and creating a forever relationship with the kingdom of God within you. Do you honestly think that Buddha or Siddhartha, Maitreya, Jesus, Sananda, and so many others that have never been mentioned, do you think they went around and on purpose tried to gather people? No, they just went around and shared what they knew about the kingdom of God within them and found out the trueness of our existence as gods and tried to communicate that with whoever would listen. We're no different. We're all gods, kingdom of gods. We've been entertained way too long in a low frequency, third dimensional existence. Okay, well, guess what? We've picked up a lot of experience, which we should be in the deepest gratitude of the experiences that we have picked up and the wonderful experiences that we have had in this 3D existence. So whatever your intent is, with the converging frequencies of this 1111, and understand everybody has opinions. Everybody, I have opinions, you have opinions, everybody has opinions. But understand it doesn't mean that it's etched in stone. It just means that the frequencies are of a certain value at a certain predetermined time, if you will, that literally say, hey, things look really good for you to be able to do this. Okay? So if you intend something, what you intend right now will be your intention for the next several years. In this frequency, in this space currently, in this dimensional portal of 1111. And believe me, there's a lot of dimensional portals. Anything that you can imagine that exists and all that there is exists, and then some. So you realize that whatever you intend now will basically be your direction for several years. Okay? Now, that's a good thing because you're conscious and aware of it. Now, if this civilization intends that, hey, we are taking care of our own business on our planet. The planet that we're currently on is our planet, along with others that are here. So we're taking care of things and getting things organized and structured in bliss and in peace and tranquility. So we would like our other brothers and sisters, Pleiadians, to come on in. There are certain things that humanity's good at, mind you. There's other things that we haven't had the ability, the opportunity to immerse ourselves and educate ourselves in other areas, like the no greed, like the subduing the ego into retirement and the ego mind, and reprogramming the subconscious mind. So we haven't gone, to the point where we can handle our financial structure here on this planet, because we've been so remiss in doing so. We've allowed the creatures to do that for us, which, of course, wasn't the greatest of decisions, but it is what it is, and we basically have forgiven ourselves for that. But we always remember one thing. Always remember one thing. Do not give away your power. Do not give away your power. You are a God. You are a kingdom of God. You are the God mind and the God heart. You are not a diminished spirit. You do not need to be led. You do not need to be manipulated. You do not need to be dictated to. You do not need some others to come in and take care of things for you. See, this has always been the ploy for the civilization. Well, they're not capable of this. Well, they're not capable of that. Well, we're going to have to do it for them. You see what I mean? How are we going to learn if we don't do it for ourselves? See? How are we going to learn? So it's different if another civilization comes in and says, we're going to help you with this. Well, you mind? Let's sit down and discuss what is it that you're going to help us with, because we may be ignorant to this currently, but we desire to be educated so that we can do it for ourselves. See, this is about self-governing. This is about this civilization making a transition to self-governing and to self-thinking and self-leadership, creating value, building wealth for yourself and the rest of the civilization. See, not working, playing in joy, which just means creating. You enjoy things so much that you have embraced that it's more like play than anything near the word work. And to flourish and advance and to be at peace and joy. We're going there. We cannot not. Our intentions are clear. We will interact with many different civilizations as we progress. We will interact physically, in person, with the Pleiadians, with the Syrians, with the Andromedans. And there are many civilizations, unbeknownst to many here and in this quadrant of the galaxy, which is minuscule compared to all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond and forever. There are trillions of civilizations. And just in different parts of this universe, there are trillions of universes. So understand that. And, only certain ones are discussed here. We've maybe had about 100 or so visit Earth, different civilizations, not different sects within the same civilization, different civilizations. And that's minuscule compared to the trillions that exist in all shapes, sizes, and forms. So we must be aware of these things. And the most important thing is to be aware of who and what we are. That we are the kingdom of God. That we are the God. That we will move in and take our rightful place in the universes. We will become out of body, and this is further on, this is not tomorrow. We will not maintain physical form, we will not need physical form, because we will literally create universes. And we will oversee the universes. And we still are part of source creation. And we are still part of the kingdom of God. No matter what we do, no matter how massive things may be created by us, we are still all one. And we are still all love. And because of this, because of the ego is there, but it's first it takes a vacation, then it decides that, hey, they don't need me anymore. I don't need to be around. See, that's the point. And you increase your vibrational frequency, the higher you go, the less muck you deal with. That's it. There's other challenges that we will face in the lightness of light. Okay. And we're always in a learning curve, all of us. We enjoy learning. And we're always changing whether we like it or not. We will change. Every structure and every fiber of all that there is changing every second. This planet is not the same as it was yesterday, nor will it ever be. So the progression is continual. Some of you may know this, but there is a sister Earth. It sits on the other side of the sun. Right? Never talked about. It isn't what you would call a paradise. It is where those who cannot let go of the lower frequencies go to live out their existences and finally be able to come to the conclusion that this is not where they would care to be anymore. That they will in turn learn to increase their vibrational frequencies. So in this current energy rift, this shift of energies, this frequency of certain numbers, 1111, your intention is for years to come. So during this time, the next couple of days, make sure that your intention, consciously, is where you want it to be for the next several years. Because it will be. No ifs, ands, buts about it. And it's wonderful that you have the conscious awareness to understand that. It's not negative at all. It's very positive and uplifting. So here's the question for all of us. And this is very careful. Do we desire to have the interaction with off-world civilizations at this time? Do we desire for them to assist so that we can learn? Or do we desire for them to do everything so we learn nothing? Be very careful on what your answer is to yourself. Because it is about to change everything on this planet forever. And the ripple effect throughout the universe forever. So it is up to each and every one of us to determine our intention at this time with this frequency. On what we choose. Do we choose to begin interacting on a large scale with off-worlders? And I won't give a title or any particular civilization because there are many. Do we genuinely intend for that interaction to occur now, based upon either them doing everything for us or them assisting us so that we can do everything for ourselves? That's crucial. It's a crucial decision to make. Because once that intent has been ingrammed into your essence, it will carry for many years. not a quick decision. And to know what it means once you have literally committed to that intent. There's no taking it back. Say, what is done will be done as you say, as it is. So shall it be. So this is the importance, and this puts each and every one of us in the perspective and understanding consciously that every intent we make, we think about it before we commit it, because there's no turning back. Because once you commit it full-heartedly through your heart-mind, it is engaged. So this meditation is 11:11. Make your intent. Engage it. So if you will, go to the place where you are not going to be interrupted, which I'm sure most of you are, if not all of you. First thing we want to do is literally relax our bodies. Because I will say and share something with all of you. We are the supervisors and masters of our own genes. They are not the masters and supervisors of us. This is fact. I'm going to be sharing a lot more information for all of you in the weeks ahead. We are the masters of our genes in our very bodies. They are not the masters of us. So relax your body. Talk with the genes. We store stress, anxiety, fears in our bodies in different places. Some store it in their hands. Some store it in their arms. Some store it in their shoulders. Some store it in their back. You know, there's the cervical spine and the neck, the lower lumbar area, the coccyx, the intestines, the colon, the eyes. We store our stresses and tensions everywhere. Every one of us are different in our bodies. So release that. When I say you are the master and commanders of your light ships, that is a fact. It is not wishful thinking. It is a fact. It is an understanding and a comprehension for this civilization to fully embrace, understand it clearly. So you release these storage areas on your in and on your body that can play havoc year after year after year and start breaking down the biological tissue of that vessel that you're in. So you just release it. You're the master. Nobody else is. You are. Release it. Let it go. You know where it's at. You know where you store it. Only you know where you store it. No one else does. So you identify it. You're the master. You're the commander. You do it softly, kindly, gentle, and let it go. Release it. As you do this, and as you're doing that, relaxing your body, you're going to want to move into the now, the moment, this now. You will still the mind. You will create your future in the now. You will literally create your future in the now. This is why it is so important for each and every one of us to embrace who and what we are, and to be consciously aware through the heart-mind of what our intents are that we so frivolously in the past have let out. That the past is over. It's gone. Reminiscing on it. Why reminisce on something when you can be in the now, creating much more wonderful things than the past. Why reminisce on something when you can create something brand new? New experiences. And don't worry about the future, because you're creating it right in the moment, right in the now, every single second. This is why to be very, very aware of your intents. Now, as you've relaxed the body and as you are in the now and the moment, we want to breathe. We breath in through the nose, we breath out through the mouth. We breath in, we take a wonderful, nice inhale through the nose. And we hold at 1001, 1002, 1003. Then we exhale through the mouth, we breath out. And we want to do this at least 6 times while I'm talking. For those of you who are new to this meditation, this today, this now, the reason we hold our breath is to focus ourselves and to keep ourselves focused on the now, the moment, the now. It helps a lot. It's a wonderful assistant to keep us in the now. Because the breath is only the now. It's nothing else. It's in the moment. It's in the now. And the more we concentrate on our breathing, the more it can take us into deep solitude, deep confidence, love, and peace, and stillness of the ego mind. Because eventually, each and every one of us are going to ascend away and out of the mind, and away and out of the ego, and away and out of the body. The time will come where this civilization will advance way beyond where it's at today. Now, when you breath in, you're breathing in divine positive energy. This is the true, eternal, deep love that Source created all of us with. And it is the collective consciousness of all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond it, forever. And it literally flows into our God and into the heart through the heart-mind. If you are not in the heart-mind, you most likely will not receive the frequency that it sends, because you are in the physical and not the spiritual. So, as it does come in, it is in your decision as gods to determine where this planet goes, where the existence of life on this planet, how it flourishes, advances. It is through your intents that will absolutely transform this planet and all life on it. And I don't mean elimination, I mean flourish like never before. The civilization and the creatures of this planet have literally decimated the life by 99%, believe it or not, even though it doesn't seem like it because we have so much life. We had 99% more life on this planet thousands of years ago. So it's our intent. It's what we engage with as gods. What we intend to have take place. It is not because it'll benefit us. It is because it will benefit all. This is our true intent. But we must know and feel from the heart-mind that it is the intent that we desire. That we desire. For all that there is, this is not just this planet, but this is all everywhere. It may start with this planet. We are the masters and commanders. And we are not talking relationship as the God within, the kingdom of God within this body. We are omnipotently powerful. And we will. We will have coming up, we'll have a special call that will open a new book for everybody's awareness. Which hasn't been discussed for eons. So, it's your intent. It is the love that you are through the heart-mind intent. Now, as we breathe out all of the things that we just are not interested in pursuing or having or wanting. Because when you let go, genuinely through the heart-mind, it all comes to you, it floods to you. It's when we hang on to things that we stall, that we stop the flow of abundance and prosperity and happiness and joy, which is actually within us. So we breathe that out. Do you care, through your intent, to hold that with you forever? And if you do decide to do that, and we're not talking right or wrong, is it something that you care to carry forever? Does it serve a greater good for you? If the answers to all of those questions are no, then your intent is genuine. We are merged with the heart-mind. We are merged with the kingdom of God. We are all one, and we are pure love. And we have many with us as part of us. We have the archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, the archetypes. All the angels, all of the civilization vibrates at a different frequency than we do. They've been with us for a long, long time in assisting and helping us. In high frequency, in high energy, in love, in kindness. They're all of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love. The ascended masters, the Maitreya, Kuan Yin, Buddha, Ganesh, Lakshmi, Gaia. We could go Mercury. We could just continue. Saint Germain, Sananda Jesus, El Moria, Thoth, Hell, Abundantia. And they are with us because we're all ascended masters. It's just unfortunately that many of us don't even know that. And they've been with us, amongst us, and with us for eons. And they're with us now, and they're all of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love. And one of the most wonderful frequencies is to all of us to perpetually be in the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes, not once in a while, but always. We call upon all of the inhabitants of inner earth, hollow earth, Agartha, beneath earth, all of these civilizations. And only those who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love can join us in this meditation, in this now, in the circle of light. The circle of light we have formed. We are around the equator of this planet Gaia, Earth, Terra Christa, whatever you want to call her. And we're calling on our brothers and sisters throughout all that there is ever, has been ever, will be ever, beyond and forever, because we're part of all that there is. That's never going to change. We're all encased in perfect spheres of bliss and harmony and deep eternal archangel Raphael, for us to call on whenever we choose, as we are the masters of our genes. The purple transmuting flame, neutralizing any frequency we don't care to have with us, transmuting it into neutralized substance and sending it where we choose to send it. Great central sun, back to source. The white fire, our literal spiritual armor to protect us physically and spiritually. Whenever we intend to and choose to do so through our heart mind. The violet ray of cleansing and purifying. The violet, blue, purple flaming light of Archangel Michael, the resolve, the commitment, the no fear, the golden pink white light of source creation, of all love, deep eternal love. This is a spectacular array of frequencies and energies that are part of us, and it surrounds all of us. The ascended masters, the archangels, the civilizations of these different locations and places on and in this planet. And they are of the highest, deepest eternal love from the highest, deepest eternal love. Full compassion, non-judgment, tranquility, peace, benevolence, stillness, non-ego, generosity and humbleness. And they all flock in the billions, arm in arm, hand in hand. Their gods with our gods with theirs. And we become one. We're one anyway. And they form together. And the words are not there for it. It is so spectacular. And they are of the highest, of deepest gratitudes, and we are of the highest of deepest gratitudes. All of us are one. Picture it in your heart mind. All together. All of us are love. All together. And our God-light energy is everywhere. And our intent through the heart mind is for a paradise earth. And we shall have it. Because so it has been said, so it has been committed through the heart mind, and so it shall be. Without question or doubt, those do not exist in the high frequencies. And we deem it to engage now. All of us, ascended masters, the archangels, we're not just the ones talking. We're focused on this little blue marble planet water world right now. And this is our intent. And this is what we have engaged in this moment, in this now. We call upon all of the light energy beings who are in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever, beyond, and forever. Only those who are of the highest, deepest eternal love from the highest, deepest eternal love can join us in this meditation, this now, in this circle of light. They are in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, stillness, peace, tranquility, benevolence, joy and kindness, generous and humble. And they come in the Guga plexus. Picture that through the heart mind. Feel the vibrational frequency of that. Of all these wondrous ones around us and with us. They fill universes, and they're flocking in to assist us with the transition of this planet Earth now into a paradise. Now. Their gods with our gods with theirs. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are all one. We are all love. And our God-light energy is transforming the sacredness of space on all planets, all solar systems, in all galaxies, in this universe and beyond. For what we intend this day will affect this entire universe, not just this planet Earth. It is the primer. We call upon all of our loved ones who have ascended out of body in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we've inhabited. And only those who are of the highest, deepest eternal love from the highest, deepest eternal love can join us in this meditation, in this now, and this circle of light. They're in full compassion, non-judgment, in tranquility and in benevolence, non-ego, peace, joy, and bliss, generous and humble, and they come in the billions throughout thousands and thousands and thousands of lifetimes. Arm in arm, hand in hand, they join us in this circle of light, in this meditation, in this now, in this moment. Their gods with our gods with theirs. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are all one. We are all love. And our God-light energy is absolutely everywhere. We call upon the off-worlders, galactics, all these civilizations, and only those who maintain the highest frequency and are only from, of, deep eternal love can join us in this meditation, in this now, in this circle of light. Full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, happiness, bliss, joy, generous, humble, peaceful. And they come in the billions, arm in arm, hand in hand. They've been assisting us with our evolution, our transformation, our transcendence, our ascension, our enlightenment, our freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and our own self-imposed slavery. And their gods with our gods with theirs, arm in arm, hand in hand, in this now, in this meditation, this circle of light. They are joining. They are with us. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes, and we're all one, and we're all love, and our God-light energy is absolutely everywhere. We call upon all of the light energy beings who decided to be housed in the following forms on and above and below this planet in this now, this moment, in this circle of light, in this meditation. And only those who are of the highest, deepest, eternal love from the highest, deepest, eternal love can join us in this meditation, in this now, in this circle of light. Full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, bliss, tranquility, benevolence, joy, harmony, generous, humbleness. They come in the trillions. And just to name a few, the fairies, the sprites, the elves, the dwarves, the gnomes, the trees, the elementals, earth, air, water, fire, Pegasus, unicorn, mermaid, dolphin, whale, centaur, minotaur. And they join us in this now, in this meditation, this circle of light. Their gods with our gods with them. Shapes, sizes, colors, forms, configurations, which we've never seen. All in blissful high frequency. Feel that through your heart mind. Don't just go through the steps, experience it. They are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are of the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest gratitudes. We are all one. We're all love, and our God light energy is absolutely everywhere. We look up and we see our meditative sphere. We created this sphere. Holds all of our meditations, hundreds of them. All from the heart mind. All from God. In perpetual motion, never to end. This sphere can be seen, heard, and felt in all that there is, ever will be, ever has been, ever, beyond, and forever. Feel it flood you and saturate your physical body, your God, from head to toe, inside and out. Feel the frequency of the highest high. Feel and experience the flow of source creation. You feel your intent. You know through the heart mind exactly what you intend your frequency to shift and change. We desire this planet to be a paradise, and this planet will be a paradise, and it is now engaged in becoming one. We flood this planet, all inhabitants, inside, above, below, on top, with deep, eternal love, peace and joy, benevolence, non-ego, stillness, bliss, abundance, prosperity. Everything that we are released as it is inside, so shall it be outside. As we are the kingdom of God, so shall this planet become the kingdom of God. As we are the paradise, so shall this planet become the paradise. For all life. I'll join you in the meditation, and I'll return to close us out. extended this meditation for this frequency today. Touch on a few powerful frequencies. Take your intent through the heart-mind, through the rest of this day, evening and night, and the following morning, and through the heart-mind, knowing that you are the God, that you are the kingdom of God, the heart-mind of God, is to engage your intent, open up the frequencies in the higher levels, invite in the assistance of the other parts of us, and the party shall just begin. We'll be back here Tuesday, November 12th, 2019, 3 p.m. Eastern.